was born to a middle-class home, raised on work, on right and wrong, respect for law of man and God, lessons from the words of Jesus, late night shifts and morning classes, learning how the real world passes, where a few stand high above and billions struggle far below. And then in between we stand and strain, bearing pressure, bearing pain, holding up both sky and ground, the steady hands that keep things sound. Middle-class value, the balance we carry. We work harder than most for a piece of the dream, and still we are asked to pay the price when tax cuts flow to the billionaire class. Our modest share grows small again when programs rise to lift the poor. It's us who fund the weight once more. We work, we build, we sacrifice, and still give more when charity calls. Systems fail to reach their aim, and promises fall short of change. It's middle hands that fill the gap, quiet donors, no applause attached. I've seen the boardrooms, read the files, measured risk in data miles, pages deep in numbers tight, actuaries chasing what's precise. CPU brokers grind, underwriters trained and refined, yet no formula can quite define the human cost behind each line. Middle-class values, the balance we carry. We work harder than most for a piece of the dream, and still we are asked to pay the price when tax cuts flow to the billionaire class. Our modest share grows small again when programs rise to lift the poor. It's us who fund the weight once more. We work, we build, we sacrifice, and still give more when charity calls. Quarters end and midnight lamps, deadlines stacked in tightrope strands, dawn to dusk and back again, weekends barely breathing space. Yet somehow we must still become a steady father, present mom, passing on what we were shown, that balance must be carried on. For those with more than most could spend, and those with almost nothing left, we stand between imperfect strong, the quiet bridge the world walks on. Middle-class value, the balance we carry, not loud, not crowned, but necessary. We work for the dream, yet carry the load of a fractured and uneven road. When wealth climbs higher out of sight, and Poverty pleads in fading light. We stand, we pay, we organize, the steady spine of sacrifice. If we falter, balance breaks, and with a tremble all the stakes. Division widens, systems fall, chaos answers greed's long call. From these values rise the healers, doctors, nurses, teachers, leaders, researchers, scientists reaching far, risk managers, minds that chart the stars, the hands that calculate and care, the ones who build, repair, prepare. Not driven only by acclaim, but by responsibility's flame. Final bridge ago, he said, when I was naked, you clothed me. When I was hungry, you fed me. When I was thirsty, you gave me a drink. Today that teaching still survives, in steady work and steady lives. Middle-class values, quiet light, in a world of greed and restless mind. Not perfect, not divine, but the thin, strong line, holding back the dark.